All right, welcome to another today's fun project. Today we're going to do a oil filter dissection. We're going to dissect the oil filter that came off my 16 F150. It's its first oil change at 5,000 miles. I shot footage of that. I don't know if I'm going to post an oil change video. Some guys that watch my channel might be bored to tears. I don't know. It might help other people. Maybe I'll put it up. Let me know what you think down below. But anyway, I replaced it with a new Motorcraft. And I've got the OEM Motorcraft filter off the truck, and I'm going to cut it open. I'm going to use a tubing cutter, cut it open so we don't get any metal filings in there. Pop it open, take it all apart. We'll look at the pieces and see what we got inside. Now, hopefully everything will look good or normal. We don't want to see any big chunks of metal. That wouldn't be good. So let's get to the video. Start the oil filter autopsy. First thing I'm going to do is I got a pick here, and I'm going to remove the rubber ring, the O-ring here. I think I'll put on a pair of rubber gloves so I don't get any metal filings in my fingers. So what I'm going to use is this muffler cutter or pipe cutter I've had for years. The good old days when you could go to like Pep Boys or whatever and you bought something made in USA. Anyway, I've got these basically tubing cutter is what it is. I'll put it in a vise and I'm going to cut the can open and we'll see what's what. Alright, so I got the tubing cutters on there. Let's see if I can get this cut. So as I'm spinning the cutter, I'm screwing down on the clamp here on the handle, and it looks like it may be through already. Got this top, as you can see, it's spinning now. The whole thing's spinning. So let me get something to hold this in place while I finish it off. There we go. All right, that we'll peel this off. Take that off. Now hopefully we can pop this piece out. So I'm just going to wedge my screwdriver down in there and hopefully pop this sucker out. Now the reason to do it this way is if you use a hacksaw or a grinder, obviously you're going to have metal particles. And the purpose of this is to see if we have any metal in the filter. So by doing this way, we can eliminate some false readings. Man, this sucker's really tight. There we go. Okay, so pried this piece off. The thread's on. We got that. The nice thing is we don't have any metal filings anywhere, so let's pull this apart. Get this rubber seal here. Look at that, they used Fram colors. Alright, and then here's what we came for. So pull this straight up, and I'm going to put this on a clean paper towel. So I've got the white paper towel here. I'm going to set this right over there, and what I have is two different types of magnets. I've got this kind, you know, this smaller one here, and then I've got one of these super strong earth magnets. I think this came out of a hard drive, out of a computer. So I'm going to run it around, just around the edge here, and see if I see anything sticks to it. Oop, I'm bleeding oil here a little bit. So far, so good. This is a paper element. I don't see anything big and mean. So what I'm doing is just putting this in here. The magnet's clean. Let me make sure. Okay, so the magnet has no contamination on it. I'm just going to put it inside there. Just see. I'm going to move it around a little bit. check the inside, then we'll cut open the filter on the outside. Oops, dripping some oil. Let me look here. No, nothing there. Let's go down inside the can here. Pull this out. It's like a spacer in there. In the bottom, got a little spacer. There's a tiny little bit. Let me let that drain. I don't think that's going to show up on camera. Man, it's puny. Hopefully that's focusing. Very fine. I'm going to pour the excess oil out here. All right, let's look for any sparklies while I do this. I see a tiny little shaving. All right, I'm going to cut this filter open now. See if I see anything. I don't see any sparkles in here, so should be all right. Just cutting right down the center. I'll try to split it open, see what happens. Okay. All right, so I got that split in the center. I'm just going to twist it open now. You got this cone thing in here. And I'll tell you, it looks pretty clean. I'll spread this out now. There's a tiny little speckle right here. Maybe you can see that. That's about all I see on this whole strip. Hopefully it's showing up. So that's all I see. All right, so that's what it looks like after it's all torn apart. Now we know what it looks like inside a Ford OEM filter, that's for sure. Anyway, this is a nice can here. Steve Robb, you might be able to drink beer out of this thing. Maybe you drink motor oil straight out, I don't know. But anyway, fortunately there wasn't any major metal in there. You don't want to see any chunks, of course. If you saw a lot of metal, you'd have to go deeper into the engine. If you heard abnormal noise, of course, that would be a big indicator. But anyway, I'm glad there was just tiny little flakes, a couple of them that were so small, I don't think the camera picked them up. And that's a good sign. And I didn't see any of that metallic dust in there. That's definitely something you don't want to see. In fact, if you check out that differential repair video I did on a Jeep Wrangler, when I opened that up, it had a bearing that went bad, a carrier bearing. It just looks like shiny sparkles coming out of there with the gear oil. Man, that gear oil is nasty. Look at that stuff. Woo! It's shiny. It looks like silver paint. But anyway, you don't want to see that. Hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Appreciate you guys subscribing and click the thumbs up. So I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.